Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, please like and subscribe. Yeah. That good. Yeah. Ha.
Okay, it's for sure still afternoon. It's 3:19. I just realized how late it was, and I'm like, I better hit record now. I do not have my shoulder cam set up because we're going to hit the border here soon, I think. I think we're pretty close to the border. GPS should tell me as soon as we make this turn, I think. I hope. Maybe there's some signing that says as well. Oh! Yeah, I guess if I start recording now, you guys will get to hear me say hi to somebody I know. Using the air horn. Okay, it is 0.5 degrees Celsius outside. We are on Highway 3 eastbound, but we're about to change that. And go on Highway 93 southbound. We are very near Elko, British Columbia. We're going to be headed south into Montana. This is the longer way to go, but I'm 10 feet wide. Maybe later on, after we cross the border, I'll put the shoulder cam up. You guys can see how wide I am. 10 feet wide's not super wide, but enough to make the mirrors harder to use. You'll sort of see around, but not directly behind you. Further off behind you, sure, but not directly behind you. So yeah, our permit, they wanted to avoid having any extra permits. I need 6 permits for this run. I thought it was a little further. It's like, oh wait, this is our turn. Still another 37 kilometers. Well, I guess we'll just have the dash cam for the next 37 kilometers. How long should that take? 20 minutes? Oh no, I forgot to honk. Oh no. No. I feel feel so ashamed of myself. It's gonna honk just about the corner. So disappointed. I can't believe that. I was looking forward to that. Looking forward to the text message that said, I heard you honk. Darn. Oh well. So starting at the next roadway, I've never been this way. This is a completely new highway to me. Should be an exit to the left here to a lumber mill. I've gone to that lumber mill before. Right here, yep. Can for heavy traffic, turn left. Right there. So we're going to actually run on a lot of new highways I haven't driven on before on this trip. I'm only going to make one delivery this week. 100% know that. Yeah, Jess is going to come with this week, but she's only allowed to be in the U.S. for 3 days, and I'm going to be in the U.S. for over a week. So that doesn't work for us. Where am I headed? I'm sure some of you guys already know where I'm headed. I'm headed all the way to Fort Worth, Texas. really interested to see what kind of landscape we get going down that way. Is it going to be a lot of flat land, boring type of travel, or are we going to be in trees like this, or are we going to have desert, or are we going to be more mountainous? I don't know. Never gone that way. 10 feet wide, like I said earlier, which means permits have been painful to all figure out. And I got Jess at home reading through them, and all of a sudden she calls me and goes, Colorado wants you to have flashing orange amber lights on the back of your load. I'm like, well, I don't have orange flashing amber lights. And there's one more driver, that poor guy, he's never pulled a quad deck before. He's always been Super B. So he's learning quad deck, and he's actually doing this highway a day ahead of me. I was supposed to be a day ahead of him, but the snowstorm on Friday put him a day ahead. So he has to learn how to use a quad deck. He's been running it last week, and he's got to learn all the new rules and everything. So I texted him, go, hey, by the way, Colorado, you don't want amber lights on the back. Just call dispatch and tell them you're going to buy some at a truck stop and expense cheap. Get to Sutco. He goes, okay, thank you. So, then there's also, when we get to Denver, there's curfews. We can't drive during rush hour. And the unique route that we have to follow through Denver. I feel like I've been here before. Guys, I said I've never been here before, but I feel like I've been here before. So I think I've been here before. This looks awfully familiar. I don't know, I drive so many highways, I don't remember all of them. Climb, baby, climb. Working hard. 19 kilometers to the border. Farmland in the mountains here. Kind of cool. I didn't know what to expect. Now I'm not sure if I've been here before. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I guess I'll have to hit stop recording at the border. I just don't think I could have waited longer to record, or else it would have gotten completely dark on us. Dusty road. Had a snowstorm go through here a couple of days ago, so the driver in front of me said there's a lot of cars that had flipped over on the road this way yesterday. Tobacco Plains Indian Reservation. Did they actually grow tobacco here back in the day? I didn't know that tobacco would be like... The only place I know where tobacco is produced in Canada is in Ontario. Southern Ontario has a lot of tobacco. Or at least it did when I was like in grade 6. So yeah, I'm not sure where I'll record tomorrow. I'd preferably do it again after lunch sometime further down the road, so that we get to see some new highways that we've never seen before. This feels a lot like driving from Christina Lake down toward Kettle Valley, Kettle River, Kettle Valley, along Kettle Valley. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. This feels a lot like that. Except here the roads are wider and there's a bit of a shoulder. On the US side there's just narrow lanes. Which, if that happens here, should get interesting because it's a wide load. It won't leave us a lot of room. Cars should be no issues. Other rigs will be close. Another wide load oncoming, we would have to slow our ride down. Justin and I planned out this whole route at home on the weekend. So she's texting me 2 pictures going, hey, the permits say you have to actually go this way through this town. It's a bit of a detour, but go this way instead because the permit gives you exact routing you have to be on. So I've got, obviously, my BC permit because I'm driving in BC. I've got my Montana permit. I do not have my Wisconsin permit. Apparently they don't email it to you, your dispatch. You have to physically go and pick it up at the first scale. So I'll need to pick that up, I'm guessing tomorrow morning. I don't know how far I'll get today. Haven't even thought of that math yet. So I don't have my Wisconsin. I have my Colorado. I don't have my Oklahoma yet, but I have my Texas. So I need to pick up my Wisconsin and need the Oklahoma sent to me yet. Texas apparently has certain curfews too in certain cities where you can't drive during rush hour. Jess says she'll look at that as I get closer. I told her at first she's giving me all this info and like, you know, I don't need to know. Don't need to know. I thank you for researching it. Hold on to this information. Give me the stuff I need to know right now. Okay. Montana routing. Good enough. Pick up Wisconsin at the scale, okay? Oh, and by the way, you need beacon lights for Colorado on the back. I'm like, that is good to know early as well. She does a good job of going, what does he want right now, and not to be overwhelmed with all this extra info. So she's working at home, being my assistant. 3 miles, or no, kilometers. 3 kilometers to the border. Okay. Never been here before, so pay attention. Oh, 80. How long has it been 80? Did it just turn to 80 or did I miss the 80? Because there's no reduce 80. Great. Hopefully I wasn't speeding the whole time. Got my paperwork printed out on the passenger seat here with my passport. put my mask on. Whoa, rocking the windshield. Don't see a rock chip anywhere. Really lucky with that so far. Yeah, I don't see a chip anywhere, so hopefully we didn't get one behind one of the mounts or something, but looks good. 60.
Highway 93.
Trucks. Where do they want trucks? All the way on the other side, I'm assuming. Most certainly a narrow road up there. Is that elk crossing the road? Bighorn sheep. Looks like the two of them might be having a disagreement. That sign said speed limit 55 miles per hour. GPS says 70 miles per hour, so GPS is wrong. Cruise control. Of course I'm speeding. Yeah, definitely been here before. With a big rig. 100% I've been here before. School bus up there, so careful. There might be kids around. It's now 4 p.m. Even if the school bus is clear by the time I get there, there's still going to be kids around. Gotta be careful. Yep, kids crossing the street. Construction zones and school zones. You gotta be super, super, super careful of those. Especially in a big rig, you don't have the space to stop. It never hurts to slow down a bit. What do we got here? 60. Okay. Got the truck speed up going downhill. And then increase cruise control. Got a golf course beside us here. Eagle's Nest. Oh, it's Eagle's Nest Pub. I'm going to guess the golf course is Eagle's Nest as well. Six more hours of driving and it's 4 now, so what time do I have to stop? PM? Oh yeah, time zone difference. Like, I thought it'd be, I'd legally have to stop by 9 because I started at 7, but time zone difference. All commercial vehicles must exit, but it's closed, so there must be a scale here. Yeah, talked about narrow roads up here. Big rigs, gotta be careful. I'm running on the white line. Cars are like no issues. Cars are narrow. Looks like we're coming into a town here. Way station next left closed. So I have to turn left here? Oh, loop around that way. Okay. What town is this? 45. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Still don't know what town we're in. don't see any signs anywhere that indicate a lot of places are called Gateway because they're close to the border, but I don't think the actual town's called Gateway. So we're still headed in. Is this Eureka? $25. Love this town. Whatever it may be, I'm loving the feel of it. Surely the museum has a town name on it. Nope, just museum. Tobacco Valley. Yes, we're on Riverside Drive, but it doesn't tell us what town that is. Unless the town's actually called Riverside. I'm just going to go with Eureka, because there were signs for Eureka down this direction. And I saw a street named with Eureka on it. That's my best guess. And this sign no longer says Eureka ahead. So it's got to be Eureka, right? If Eureka was still ahead, that sign would have said Eureka in 15 miles or whatever. Okay, never mind. 65 for trucks day and night. Oh, there's a popo sitting there, waiting for people to come downhill way too fast. Also, they can radar off of their mirror the vehicles behind. Should probably pull over soon and turn on the wide load lights. Probably a thing I should use soon. It's starting to get darker. If you see a good pullout, I might just use it. Pull over, turn all our lights on. Those are some beautiful mountains in the background. Beautiful. It's snowing up there. Snowing there, that might actually hamper my travels. I'm not legally allowed to drive during a snowstorm with this wide load. Which the U.S. takes really seriously. In Canada, we just realized that our trucks would never drive anywhere if we made that a requirement. Appreciate the early signal. That was good. I can slow down, and it actually slows me down a lot less. If it was a late signal, I would have had to slam on the brakes, come to a near stop, and then get going again. Early signal, just slow down a bit early and hammer down again. So thank you. same time. Celsius now, so it's right to the freezing point. Yeah, it's definitely snowing up there, I think. Hopefully I don't have to go up and over through those. Would have been a good pull out right there to do the lights, but I have to hit the brakes hard to get in there now, and I want to do that on the highway because in the pull out, snow covered, there's no stopping in there. Maybe car behind us will pass us here. They're pretty far behind us. Oh yeah, I totally got stuck in the Sutco's Salmo yard on perfectly flat ground. I got completely stuck. And they're not going to pass me before the lane runs out. So I had to drop off my Super Bee there yesterday evening and pick up the quad axle. So I'm no longer a 30-wheeler. But yeah, I guess when I got there, everything was still kind of melting. And by the time I had switched everything over, everything was frozen. Now it had these perfect divots my truck was sitting in. And I couldn't get out of it. I had to do a full chain up. 4 chains. 4 sets of dual chains. We call them triples. I tried just 2 sets. Nope. Wouldn't do the trick. Had to go full 4. And of course it got so slippery that I wiped out 3 times. They're all minor little wipeouts, but it was slippery. That is not a pullout, that's a turning lane. Okay, we'll wait a little longer. It's not dark yet, but Oh yeah, it's starting to snow here. Just light snow. As long as it's just light snow, I'm fine. I should be able to keep driving. If it turns into a snowstorm, well, then I'll have to pull over and stop for the day. Once again, a turning lane. Getting dark enough that maybe I should just use that turning lane. Maybe I'll do that next time, turning lane or not, just pull in. Turn the lights on. Well, it looks like you're probably close to an hour of video anyway. Haven't paying that close attention. Should I pull it over here along the side of the lake? Maybe? Yep. Perfect. All right. Load the lights on, getting dark out. Alongside of a beautiful little lake here. Passenger door wasn't all the way closed. Well, guys, I guess I better call it a video here. Tonight when I come to a stop, I'll figure out the wide load lights, or not the wide load, the rear beacon lights for Colorado. Although it'll be a long time before. We should be able to get to Colorado tomorrow, right? For sure, right? Yeah, we should be in Colorado tomorrow. I hope. So thank you guys for watching. Kind of excited to see what the road will bring us the next 3 days. See which way we go down, and then what kind of load we're going to have coming back up. Because I'm assuming we're going to have a load coming back up. That would be a long drive with no load. But anyway, I am out of here. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the long-term subscribers. I've been here for years now. And of course, thank you for those of you that are dedicated to commenting down below. A lot more of you are starting to comment now, and like especially some of the older videos and stuff like that. So I really appreciate all the comments. You guys have some really cool info. I love learning. And sometimes I have to hear the same thing 5 times before I learn it, but striker. But I love hearing your stories and learning from them, and learning from geology and nature and everything. It's really cool. And someone set up a Christmas tree there, a live Christmas tree. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.